The movie opens with a group of students on a field trip to a government-controlled research lab. A female doctor addresses the group, explaining the grim history of their world. She reveals that 65 years ago, a nuclear war devastated the planet, causing a total collapse of technology and a global blackout that brought humanity to the brink of extinction. However, a scientist named Sims discovered strange trees in the Amazon rainforest called Genesis trees. These trees produce magic flowers containing limitless energy. Scientists managed to harness this power to restore electricity, making these flowers the most critical energy source in the world. The doctor continues, explaining that the government secured these trees inside this lab to study them. Over time, they extracted a genetic material from the flowers and injected it into humans infected by a post-war plague. For some, it was a miracle. They were cured and gained astonishing superpowers, becoming known as gens, passing these abilities down to their children. But for others, the cure failed. The genetic material did not react with their bodies. Labeled as normals, they were ignored by the government as useless. Now, all normals live in poverty-stricken slums, while the gens enjoy a life of luxury in the city. We are introduced to Leon, a young man disguised as a janitor who is infiltrating the lab to steal one of the magic flowers. Leon is a normal, suffering from a leg disability that confines him to a wheelchair. When he finds guards blocking the room where the magic flower is kept, he deploys a rat-shaped toy, steering it toward them. The moment the guards grab it, the toy releases a sleeping gas, knocking them unconscious instantly. Leon then places a gas capsule into the air ventilation pipes. The gas floods the room inside, causing the doctors to collapse and pass out. When Leon tries to open the door, he hits a dead end. It is locked with a passcode known only to security. He immediately calls his younger sister, Chloe, who is inside the lab with the student tour. He asks her to steal the guard's passcode catalog and relay the room number so he can grab the flower. Chloe agrees, revealing that this heist was their plan from the very beginning. Inside the tour, a Gen student arrogantly declares that normals are worthless and deserve to die so society can be rid of them. Chloe intentionally picks a fight with him to create a distraction. As the security guard rushes in to calm them down, Chloe skillfully steals the catalog from his pocket without him noticing. She calls Leon and gives him the passcode. Leon unlocks the room and attempts to pluck a flower from the Genesis tree. As soon as he touches it, the tree shoots sharp thorns at him, but luckily they miss. Suddenly, the alarm blares. Leon rushes out of the room before the guards can identify him as the thief. In the hallway, he deliberately crashes into Chloe, knocking her teddy bear to the floor. In a split second, he hides the magic flower inside the toy. The guards, realizing the flower is gone, begin searching everyone. They search Leon but find nothing, allowing him to leave. They also search Chloe, but no one suspects the flower is hidden inside a little girl's teddy bear. Chloe exits the lab and watches a video of a famous singer named Mira, who is advocating for equality between gens and normals, insisting there should be no discrimination. This is crucial because gens hate normals and oppress them due to their wealth and superpowers. Shortly after, Leon meets her and they return home. There, Leon extracts a glowing blue substance from the magic flower. Chloe is amazed and asks what it does. Leon explains that this substance holds massive electrical energy capable of repairing any prosthetic limb. Soon, people with broken prosthetics flock to Leon to have them fixed for money. Leon uses the blue substance to repair every single limb. After he finishes, the phone rings. Chloe answers and is surprised by a man offering a huge sum of money if Leon comes to his restaurant to fix an advanced mechanical suit. The caller explains the suit helps him walk because he is paralyzed. He assures her he isn't police and won't hurt them, claiming to be a chef in the Gen Zone. Chloe refuses, telling him Leon doesn't make house calls, he must come to them. However, Leon grabs the phone and negotiates with the chef, agreeing to go if he gets double the money. The chef agrees. When Leon hangs up, Chloe warns him not to go, fearing their illegal work will get them arrested. She argues that because they are normals, their punishment will be severe since the government hates them. But Leon insists, assuring her the police won't suspect a disabled man in a wheelchair and a little girl. Leon goes to the restaurant and the chef sneaks them in through the back kitchen door. Leon begins repairing the suit with the magic flower substance. At that exact moment, a gang storms the restaurant. The leader announces to the patrons that he will kill them all because they are gens who oppress normals. We learn this is the Cobra Gang. The boss orders his men to execute everyone.
In the kitchen, Leon and Chloe are unaware of the massacre. As Leon finishes the repair, the power suddenly cuts out. He asks the chef for the money so he can leave. The chef says the cash is with the waiter and steps out to get it. Moments later, the chef stumbles back into the kitchen, bleeding heavily. He tells Leon a gang has killed everyone, then collapses and dies.
Leon decides to escape with Chloe through the back door, but they find it locked tight. Chloe realizes there are no other exits. They are trapped. If they leave the kitchen, the gang will kill them. Outside, the gang paints their symbol on the walls to taunt the police and prove their power. They decide to enter the kitchen to paint there as well. Leon, panicked and staring at the dead chef, gets an idea. He straps himself into the advanced mechanical suit, hoping it will let him stand and defend his sister.
The gang boss and his assistant enter the kitchen. Leon and Chloe hide. Leon overhears the boss saying he plans to kidnap the singer Mira at her concert in the normal zone. As the boss turns to leave, the suit malfunctions, forcing Leon to move. The boss spots him and attacks. Leon fights back, defending himself. During the brawl, the boss's mask falls off and Leon sees his face. Leon tries to strike him, but the boss is stronger and beats him down. Chloe jumps out, hitting them with a frying pan. Leon throws flour in their faces, grabs Chloe, and they run out of the restaurant. On the way home, Leon struggles to control the suit because the left leg was damaged in the fight. With Chloe's help, they make it back to their house.
They watch the news on TV. The anchor reports that the Cobra Gang massacred the gens in the restaurant. Leon is shocked to see a photo of himself and Chloe on the screen, labeled as gang suspects. He realizes the gang disabled the indoor cameras, but not the outdoor ones which captured them fleeing. Since Leon was wearing the suit, the police assume they are members of Cobra. Chloe furiously blames him, reminding him she warned him not to go. Leon ignores her, focusing on the TV. The anchor is interviewing a police colonel named Hughes. Leon is stunned. Hughes is the Cobra Gang boss he saw in the restaurant. Chloe is confused why Hughes would kill gens when he is one of them. Leon explains Hughes is staging these attacks to frame normals as criminals, fueling government hatred so they will wipe out normals entirely. Leon tells Chloe that Hughes plans to kidnap Mira and they must save her. However, he refuses to get involved personally, packing a bag to run away. Chloe is upset, arguing that running isn't the solution. They must warn people so they can defend themselves. She insists that if they flee, Hughes will kill Mira to frame the normals. Leon interrupts, saying he is disabled and helpless. He claims if the police see them, they will be arrested. He also refuses to endanger Chloe because her father entrusted her to him before dying, revealing she isn't his biological sister, but he raised her like one. He tells her to pack so they can escape before the police arrive. Chloe refuses, calling him selfish and cowardly, and storms out. Leon takes out his mother's watch, engraved with "Everyone is equal," and recalls his childhood. He remembers sneaking into his father's office to see his DNA test results. His father had injected him with the magic flower serum, hoping he would become a gen, but the test was negative. Leon remained normal. His father had entered the room, disgusted because he hated normals and wanted a gen son. Back in the present, Chloe returns home at night to find Leon modifying the suit. She asks why he didn't run. Leon says he changed his mind. He will use his intelligence to upgrade the suit into a superhero armor, like Iron Man, to protect people from Cobra. Chloe is thrilled and helps him. Using her chemistry skills, she creates chemical weapons and plant extracts to add to the suit. She asks how he will save Mira. Leon plans to watch the concert and ambush the gang if they try to kidnap her. Chloe's job is to call the police and reveal Hughes is the gang leader. At the concert in the normal zone, the crowd loves Mira. As she leaves, two gang members disguised as soldiers attack her guards and kidnap her to deliver her to Hughes. Suddenly, Leon appears in his mask and suit. He attacks the gang using Chloe's weapons, defeating them one by one. Chloe arrives in a getaway car, yelling for Mira to get in. Seeing the gang swarming Leon, she drives closer so he can jump in. They speed away, escaping to their home. Chloe explains to Mira that Cobra kidnapped her to ruin the reputation of normals and frame them, especially since the concert was in their zone. Mira believes them and sees news reports mentioning unknown heroes saving her. Leon is injured, so Mira treats his wounds and thanks him. Leon reveals that Colonel Hughes is the Cobra leader and that he heard Hughes is heading to the Family Planning Center. Mira is shocked. She has a meeting there tomorrow with Kessler, the center's director, who is researching a cure to turn normals into gens. Leon guesses Hughes is going there to kill Kessler. Mira wants to call the police, but Leon stops her, explaining that since Hughes is police, his men will track her down. They must go to the center themselves to warn Kessler. They arrive at the center, and Leon realizes the gang is already there. He suits up and goes to face them alone while Mira hides. He fights the gang, but they outnumber him and beat him to the ground. His mask falls off and Colonel Hughes steps forward, punching him repeatedly to kill him. Luckily, Kessler's guards arrived, guns drawn, forcing Hughes and his men to flee. Kessler checks on Leon, and Mira and Chloe run in. Kessler reveals that Leon is his son. Chloe is stunned because Leon told her his father was dead, and she walks away feeling betrayed. Reporters arrive, and Kessler explains that Cobra tried to kill him to stop his project, which aims to create equality by turning normals into gens. He hopes the government will approve it. The government, seeing the attack, approves the project and sends buses to take normals to a medical camp at the lab. Meanwhile, in the lab's infirmary, Kessler apologizes to Leon for abandoning him years ago when he wasn't a gen. He hands Leon a letter from his mother. Leon reads it, she expresses her love and urges him to forgive and treat everyone equally. Leon cries, missing her. Mira takes him to the camp to reunite with Chloe. Chloe hugs him, apologizing for leaving him and promising to stay by his side. Leon tells Mira he suspects his father is working with Cobra to force the government's approval. He points out that Kessler let Hughes escape despite having him surrounded. Mira disagrees, believing Kessler wants to help. Chloe decides to investigate. She sneaks into the vents and records a video of Kessler talking to Hughes. It reveals they are partners who created the Cobra Gang to cause chaos. The truth is revealed. The project isn't to help normals. It is designed to harvest vital fluid from normal brains to inject into gens and make them stronger. Chloe shows the video to Mira and the others. Mira apologizes to Leon for doubting him. They realize they must stop Kessler before he kills all the normals. Leon plans to send the video to the police and fight the gang until authorities arrive. Leon returns to his bed, pretending to sleep. Kessler enters with doctors to harvest his brain fluid, claiming it will cure his paralysis. Leon springs up, attacking his father and refusing to be cured at the cost of lives. Kessler locks him in the room. Chloe tells Leon she is going to the control room to upload the data. Leon breaks out, storms the control room and knocks out the guards, but an alarm is triggered. Leon heads to the camp to fight as Hughes arrives with his men. A massive battle ensues. Normal Utes help Leon fight Hughes. In the control room, a thug strangles Mira, but a normal saves her. Chloe sends the data to the police. Leon and Hughes fight their way into the Genesis tree room. Hughes overpowers Leon, knocking him down. As Hughes prepares to kill him, Leon plucks a magic flower. The tree shoots thorns, piercing Hughes's neck and killing him. The police arrive, arresting the gang, but Kessler has vanished. Mira confesses her love to Leon. The next day, normals return home. The news reports Kessler is a wanted fugitive. Mira decides to live in the normal zone with Leon, giving up her fame. The film ends with a shot of Kessler watching them from a distance. He has injected himself with the serum, but it failed. His face is deformed, and the project is a disaster.